when it comes to ball pythons, size really doesn't matter. So to answer your question, yeah, these two guys could breed. And in today's video, I'm going to cover the sizes and the age that you really should wait for before you start breeding ball pythons. Look at that. What's up, guys? It's Bacon from Blue Line Morphs, and just like I said before, today's video is going to be all about the size and the age that you should have and wait for to start breeding ball pythons. If you're new to the channel, listen, we're new, we're growing, we're crashing and burning together, and that's what this channel is all about. So if you like it, remember subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell, keep track of everything that's going on. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. We're still crashing and burning, guys. We're still going. Thanks for sticking with me. And we're keeping this daily content going. If you're not already doing so, follow me on Instagram, blue_line_morphs. I'm trying to post daily. That's how you guys get in contact with me. I always respond to the DM. So let's jump right into this. This is Big Mama. She's my normal. She's sitting at a waiter today about 4,100 grams, okay? That's a big, big ball python, okay? Here's my Coral Glow Black Pastel Trick Mojave male. He's about 500 grams, 480 grams. Technically, these two could breed. See, I actually contemplated maybe giving him a shot at the title with her, but I was afraid maybe he'd crush her. She would crush him, rather. Look at this thing. Look at the size difference between these two. But these two could breed, all right? So, in the python world, size does not matter. For the rest of us guys, such is life. So, now, the rule of thumb is, in order to breed ball pythons, you should be about 1,500 grams for a female, about 500 grams for a female. But there's some problem with that. There's some problems I see with that. First and foremost, getting a female to 1,500 grams could take one female X amount of time, and another female X plus Y amount of time, right? So it's two different time variables. Let me put these guys away, and I'm going to show you Luna, my white diamond, Russo and Russo. I'm going to show you how big she is. She said about 1,600 grams, 1,700 grams. So you can get an idea of how big 1,500 grams is. Bear with me. Obviously, he's 500. You see how big he is. And she's just a savage. Give me 2 seconds. So, realistically, you could breed those two guys. But you kind of want to wait until your females are at least this big. Alright? This is my white diamond, okay? This is Luna. Look, I think she's growing. She's so thick right here. Anyway, probably should leave her alone, but this is 1,700 grams, okay? This is how big your female really needs to be minimal to start breeding, all right? Now, you can get a female to this size in probably 18 months if you start power feeding your females. The problem with that is it doesn't necessarily mean they're mature enough to go, all right? So, let's just reiterate this for a second. 1,500 for the female, 500 for the male. You should be good to go. Now, you could start breeding your females at a smaller size, right? I've heard people say 1,200 grams, 1,150 grams, you could start breeding your females. I don't think that's a good idea just because I've spoken to a lot of people and they all kind of say the same thing, that, yeah, she might be able to produce, but one, the clutches may be small, and more importantly, there may not be that many eggs. But what's worse is it might be detrimental to the female's health. Just because she can grow an egg inside doesn't mean she can pop that egg out. So there has been some horror stories where females are getting eggs stuck in them, and ultimately it causes them to pass away and die. So if you're really looking to breed a female, I respect it, I get it, but is it worth losing your snake over? Probably not. So give or take, it'll take you from a hatchling size about 18 months to maybe 20 months to get a female from 120 grams to about 1,500 grams. But let's say you power feed that female. Let's say you're just cranking this thing in, you're giving her food, you're power feeding it, she's getting chunky, she's growing quick, and let's say you get her to 1,500 grams in under 18 months. Cool. Awesome. One, that's pretty stupid because it's detrimental to your snake's health, but also, cut it out. Also, now that you're at 1,500 grams, she doesn't necessarily mean that that snake is mature enough to have offspring, to produce clutches. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I go live often, and I had a conversation with my buddy Mike from Porter Pythons. Go check him out. Another absolute gentleman. He makes some crazy pied ball pythons. And he was telling me that he doesn't breed his females to about 1,800 grams and 3 years old. So then I got into talking to him about it and why that may be, and a few reasons. Why he does that, rather. A few reasons. One, let's face it. 3 years old, 1,800 grams, you're going to produce bigger clutches, right? Which I'll get into in a second. But he feels, and now that I've spoken to him and done my research, that just because the snake is at 1,500 grams doesn't mean it's mature enough to have eggs. All right. He also noticed that when he waits to start producing clutches with his females, they actually grow bigger in size. Now, there's a few reasons because of that. There's some ideology that says, well, you know what? Because you're not essentially pimping them out, yeah, I'm saying it again, that it stunts their growth. But more importantly, when they're producing eggs, you're taking it takes a lot of stress on their body, and they stop eating. So now you have a snake where, let's say, it gets to 1,500 grams in 2 years, and you start breeding it. She's not really gonna get much bigger than 1,500 grams because it's never having a chance to pound down rats and get bigger and grow in size. So that's something to keep in mind. So I guess it's somewhere you got to fall in between 1,800 grams to 1,500 grams, but I think it has a lot more to do with the age of the snake rather than the actual size of the snake. Because again, you could plump up and power feed a female up to 1,500 grams relatively quick, but doesn't mean she's mature enough to go. So I recommend that you give your snakes a little more time to mature. He also stated that when he bred his snakes at a younger age, even though they were 1,500 grams, sometimes the clutches weren't full clutches. So he would have 6 or 7 eggs and get 3 slugs. Now that he's been waiting time-wise, not so much size-wise, he's been producing more healthy clutches. He's had clutches that are, he said 9 for 9 or 10 for 10 or 7 for 7. So now that we talked about the females, let's jump over into the males. So obviously, this is my female. You saw my Coral Glow Black Pastel Trick Mojave male. He's sitting at about 500 grams. So I will tell you this. The females, for some reason, I believe, can sense the maturity in a snake. And I'll tell you why. So I haven't tried to breed my Coral Glow that I just showed you. I did, however, try to breed my Coral Glow Het Pied that I sold to Saul's Balls. And I also tried to breed my Banana Pied. Now, my Coral Glow Het Pied, he's an older snake. He was sitting at about 1,200 grams. Mind you, my Banana Pied is about 1,000 grams. Now, when I put him, my Coral Glow Het Pied male in, the older snake, in with females, right away, he got the down, right? Right away, he was getting busy. And the females, I'm not going to lie, seemed to respond better to him. Now, she responded well to my Banana Pied male, which I was grateful for. But Big Mama, who you just saw, kind of rejected the Banana Pied younger male. Now, I had a conversation with Saul's Balls earlier, so I'll just call him Saul. I don't want to call him Saul's Balls. Saul, and he was saying that the females kind of pick and choose, and I believe that's true. And I think it has a lot to do with the maturity of the snake. Big Mama is an older female. She's about 4 or 5 years old. That's not old, but it's decently old. The Coral Glow Het Pied is a 4 or 5-year-old snake. The Banana Pied boy is only a little bit over a year. So for some reason, she chose to lock with that Coral Glow Het Pied a lot more than that Banana Pied. So it takes a male. Male should be about 500 grams. Realistically, I've heard people say that they produce sperm at like 400 grams, 500 grams. But would you really want to put a 500 gram male like I have in with Big Mama? That's a big girl to take down, all right? No matter how much you drink. But I firmly believe that you should probably wait to about 750 grams just for that male to be a little more mature. Now, it doesn't take him that long to get up to speed, to get up to size. That male I showed you is about 500 grams. He's only about, I think he's 5 or 6 months old. I have not been power feeding him. So I wouldn't be in a rush to start studying out your males. Some people say, listen, there's sperm in there, let it rock. I don't believe you should do that. I think you should wait. So again, 1,500 grams for a female, 500 grams for a male, but I think you should wait more time-wise rather than size-wise. With that being said, you might have a 3-year-old female that's only 1,400 grams. So if she's a little smaller but she's older, she's probably good to go. More so than an 1,800-gram female that's actually younger, if that makes sense. I believe the age of the snake is probably more important to breeding than the actual size of the snake. But if you're going to count on the size of the snake, let's talk about that. So realistically, if you have a snake that's 1,100, 1,200 grams, and let's say you decide, I can't wait, I'm going to breed them, how many eggs do you think you're getting? And what's worse is how big are those eggs going to be, and what is going to be the detriment to the actual snake. If you wait till a girl's about this big, she's about 3 or 4 years old, about this size, or Big Mama size, she's going to spit out about 7 eggs. Big Mama, 10 to 12 maybe? But let's say you're breeding that smaller snake, you're only going to produce 4 eggs, maybe 5 eggs, and they're going to be undersized. So now Big Mama and this snake can take a hit from breeding. They can lose a little bit of weight, not eat for a little bit, because she is 1,700 grams, she is 4,100 grams. So if they take that hit, they lose that weight from breeding or holding the eggs, it's not going to affect the snake that much, and you can probably breed the next year. So in other words, if you wait to 3 years old, 1,800 grams, and breed a female, she's going to be good each year because she's going to be able to put that weight back on. If you just start pimping out your girl right away and she's 1,400 grams, you're going to breed her 1 year, next year you're not going to be able to breed her. So with that being said, once you breed the snake and she pops these eggs out, you got to reweigh her. If she's not ready to go for breeding next year, don't breed her. That's why you're better off waiting to about 3 years old or 1,800 grams before you start breeding these females, because of the strain that the eggs put on the female's body. So just to reiterate, anywhere between 2.5 to 3 years old for the females, up to 1,800 grams where they really want to be. The males realistically could be good to go at 500 grams. You're probably going to want to wait to 750 grams just so he shows a little more maturity. The females seem to respond better to the older snakes. At least that's what I've seen. So that's really it, guys. Short video. Don't rush the snakes. Do what's best for the snakes. Good luck. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always. Be safe. Always remember, watch your 6.